Okay, what are you doing? What you're in front? What job do you do? You are a student, and that's all that you do.
Yes.
How much is in your bank account as a student? Now, you see the difference between an unbeliever and a believer in this context. You may have a roommate that is also a student and he's selling something at the gate and he's not praying as much as you are praying. Now there's a pre-context. Jesus said, make to yourself friends of mammon of unrighteousness. He called it a mammon of unrighteousness. But that the believer do not know how to do business. The believer do not know how to save money. The average believer is lazy. Let me use the word. The average believer is lazy. The average unbeliever know how to save and secure money for himself. Let me use myself. As a student and as a minister on campus, I was doing two major businesses. So who told you you cannot do business as a student? The streetwise there is actually prudence, not craftiness. Do you understand? It is actually prudence, how to manage resources. It's like casting your bread upon many waters. If anything happens to your father now, your sponsor, what happens to your education?
So it's a drop out.
He will drop out. How many believers have dropped out from school because they didn't have a sponsor? Do you understand the context that Jesus is bringing it to? That was why Paul, out of the complaints he had received from the church, said, let him that work not, let him not eat. Because the average believer thinks that everything is by faith. God will open, there's a particular window, and there is a day God opens it. The days of manners are ended. God would need to add fruitfulness to the works of your hand. The unbeliever knows that if this man puts me out of business, I am not going to have a job. So let me secure relationships. The average believer do not even know how to keep relationships. The average believer, you give him 10K today, he leaves, he cannot say thank you. The unbeliever will buy wine from that 10K, send you a message. Are you with me? And after 1 month he will call you, sir, I hope you are doing well, can I visit? And when you say no, I'm busy, he sends you 500 naira recharge card. He's trying to keep relationship. So the street smart there simply doesn't mean that you should be crafty, but that you should be prudent. There are certain relationships that I have kept till today. They are the ones funding this work that you are seeing here. The average believer cannot say thank you, cannot say sorry, cannot even put his hands to work. He's just lazy and foolish. Permit my choice of word, but that's the truth. And this is a call to action that after this meeting, no matter how young or how old you are, you should look for something to do and do it well. Every young believer here should know how to write a business plan. There are many people that are willing out there to give grants in dollars, in pounds, in naira. Are you with me? And these pounds are in millions, in serious millions. It's not just about praying for 10 hours. The unbeliever do not need to pray as much as you are praying. He just knows how to keep relationship with one politician, and so that when an opportunity comes out, he calls the politician and says, I want to visit you. He comes with wine and says, I heard an opportunity is here, I can do this thing. The believer, he will starch his clothes and then will wait for the man to call him, because you are the righteousness of God. But that's the problem. The unbeliever knows how to do better. Now I'm telling you this because I am both in the business space and I'm also a minister of the gospel. A brother came the other day. He said his madam just sent him away. I know that he must have done something bad. I said, okay. I told Richard, give me 25,000. I gave him 25,000. What can you do? He said he can do banana bread and all of that. Gave him. The guy disappeared. I called him and called him and called him. The time he returned with half of the thing he promised to give, and was asking me for more money. That he spent much more. I said, this young man is not serious. I told him, leave my office and don't come back. An unbeliever will do it with his money so that he will get the contract. He knows that he will make much more from doing the business itself. But the average believer is not that wise. So Jesus is saying that the children of this world, they are wiser. I pray we'll become wiser from this morning. In the mighty name of Jesus. None of us should actually be poor. That is the truth. Because we have more advantage. We have advantage of sight. We have advantage of grace. We have advantage of light. Much more than the unbeliever. The unbeliever only works with soonesses. We have Sophia. We have fronesses. We have epignosis. How many of us are blessed tonight?